One Piece is back, and chapter 1112 is finally out. And I'm gonna let y'all know right now, this one is a sleeper. I have no clue why people acting like this chapter is mid, but it is being slept on. So the chapter starts with my boy Ethan over here annihilating all of the Pacifista and then saying, "Vegapunk, how could you give the power to destroy an entire nation to a 12-year-old girl?" Which is wild coming from the Goresei, cause you gotta remember, this is their fault, bro, and out of all the people who would go around destroying nations, they are the biggest threat. They straight up blew an entire nation up just because they didn't listen to them, and because they wanted to test out a weapon, which just so happened to be the equivalent of a nuclear laser strike. But yeah, the 12-year-old girl with a robot dad is the problem, not the 5 mythical demons blowing up islands and worshipping the devil. Let's go with that. Okay, before we get to the next part, I want to go over something because I am not blind, and I know in this community there is a big split between those who think the Marines are stronger and those who think the pirates are stronger. And I'm sorry, Marine fans, but the Vice Admirals are trash, bro. And look, I was a Vice Admiral defender, and I still think there are strong Vice Admirals, but Vice Admiral Penis Face over here just got one-shot by Franky's default attack, and I see people saying, "Oh my god, Franky beat a Vice Admiral, how do you lose to Franky?" Which, like, nah, cause Franky is strong, bro. I just want to make it clear that the reason this is so sad isn't cause he lost to Franky. It's cause he got obliterated by Franky's most basic attack. Garp would be in shambles after hearing this. If he's alive after taking a popsicle through the heart. And if you want a popsicle, I'm gonna need you to subscribe to the channel for more One Piece content. Wait, bro, pause, man. Look, I just need subscribers. Please subscribe so I don't gotta find corny ways to beg. Anyway, after the Vice Admirals get absolutely mollywopped, we see Mars and York going to stop Vegapunk's broadcast. And something peculiar happens because Mars destroys the machine, but the broadcast doesn't stop. And when Mars says, "I'm gonna blow up the whole lab," York stops him. And you may think, oh, she just stopped him because she's Vegapunk and she wants the lab to herself. But what happens after might change your mind. So after the two leave, we see another duo, which turns out to be Kaku and Stussy. And it seems like Stussy stayed behind for Vegapunk's final order, and for some reason Kaku stayed behind too. And ignoring Kaku for a second, cause like, to be honest, who cares about him? To me, it seems like York's betrayal was all planned out from the beginning by Vegapunk to trick the Gorosei. Because think about it for a second. How could York plan all of this betrayal and Vegapunk not know? Her memories all go back to Vegapunk and are shared between all of the punks in the first place. Vegapunk is a genius, and I think this would be the perfect plan by Oda to showcase just how smart Vegapunk is before he dies and we never see him again. Well, I guess Vegapunk is technically already dead, but some of the punks are still alive, so I'm gonna count that. We also have a big, goofy fight between Luffy and the Gorosei, where Luffy shoves an entire building down the worm Gorosei's throat. Like, god damn, bro, Luffy just turned one of the leaders of the world into a living fleshlight. Get absolutely violated. Luffy also punches the pig Gorosei and almost breaks his hand, and this is with Red Rock, the same move that was able to hurt Dragon. And this kind of showcases just how strong Gear 5 is, because with Gear 5, Luffy essentially toyed with this dude and didn't even notice his armor. But without Gear 5, he cannot even touch him. And I'm happy this was shown because we have a lot of brain rot people in the community who watch One Piece solely from TikTok thinking the Goreseis are weak, which is not the case at all. As the chapter comes to a close, we also see some setup for next chapter where Ethan is looking absolutely diabolical and probably about to slice Bonnie in half. There's also Usopp, who is about to finish off Saint Saturn because Usopp kinda is just the strongest member of the crew, and we also see Mars seemingly finding the transponder snail for the broadcast. Now, like I said, I think York is still tricking Mars, and that is actually not the real spot where the transponder snail is, but We will find that out next chapter. So hey, if you like this video, feel free to subscribe and please let me know what you think will happen next chapter, cause I got a feeling we won't be seeing the truth from Vegapunk just yet. Anyway, like the vid, so appreciate y'all,